In business, they talk about ROI, return on investment. Is that product you buy going to give back in a big way for your investment? For gardeners, cover crops have a fabulous ROI. A cover crop is one that you plant to invest in your garden. Often we grow it and then till it into the soil where it's allowed to decompose and add wonderful nutrients. When we till a crop in for nutrients, we refer to it as green manure versus the traditional compost process, which takes several months. We can use cover crops to help stop erosion. Cover crops like this buckwheat attract pollinators and are a luscious treat for honeybees. SARE, which is Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education, has done quite a few studies showing how using cover crops increases the yield of the crop that follows it. Corn likes soil with lots of nutrients and benefits from preceding cover crops. So before you rush out to buy some cover crop seeds, let's think about what you need. There are some great cover crop mixes that'll get you started. However, you can maximize efficiency by doing some planning. Different cover crops have different strengths. I'm going to start with buckwheat because it's my favorite. Buckwheat outcompetes weeds and is a great pollination plant. It's easy to start from seed. However, the reason I love buckwheat is because it's great for breaking up heavy clay soils. It will add tilth or bulk to the soil, which allows air and water to move through the soil better. Buckwheat grows fast and flowers in about 6 weeks. Give the flowers a couple of weeks to feed your local bees and butterflies, then till the plant right back into the garden. You can get several harvests a year. That green manure, as it's called, will decompose in the soil, releasing nutrients. Chickens love buckwheat and the bugs it attracts, so if you can fence them in the plot growing buckwheat, do so and give them a treat. There are several species of clover, some annual and some perennial. Clover is also a great plant for beneficial insects and honeybees. Like other legumes, clover has a symbiotic relationship with bacteria in the soil and fixes nitrogen. Red clover produces on average 70 to 150 pounds per acre of nitrogen. That's a good ROI when you consider the price of clover seeds is relatively inexpensive. Clover is often planted as a living mulch in orchards. It doesn't get very tall, which makes it a great cover crop for pathways. Clover also works well to be planted in between rows of crops like corn and then tilled at the end when the corn is harvested. This adds nutrients to the soil but also outcompetes weeds and prevents soil erosion. Vetch is another legume that is often used as a cover crop. Here it is planted with oats. Vetch often grows wild in fields, and it's very nutritious for livestock and horses. Vetch produces these tendrils which wrap around anything close. It's my experience that it can make it hard to turn over by hand or with a small tiller. It tends to get caught up in things. I've even had to get tangled in a larger plow. Wheat is a good cover crop. Winter wheat is typically grown as a cash grain crop, but is also a wonderful green manure. Typically, you plant winter wheat in the fall and it starts growing, protecting the soil over winter. It will stop growing when it gets cold, but still remain standing. In spring, it starts growing again. If you till it in at this stage, it adds lots of biomass and nutrients to the soil. Then you can plant a summer crop that will benefit from the nutrients it releases as it's decomposing. Your in-ground garden is not the only place to plant cover crops. Raised beds can benefit from them as well. Think of your garden as sections. Whether you use raised beds or an in-ground garden, you can plant cover crops and use them as part of your crop rotation. I had a hard time growing root crops in my heavy clay soil, so I planted buckwheat before beets to help break up the soil. As gardeners, we want to be thinking ahead to what crop will go here next and what cover crop might help that vegetable crop produce better. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see videos on individual cover crops. I hope this video has been helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and help me grow my channel. Pun intended. Thanks for watching and have a fabulous sunny day.